Hello, welcome to Basic and Beyond. I've tilted the picture a little because I want us to start on our backs. And I'd like you to have 2 blocks. If you don't have 2, obviously then use 1. But it's always nice to have 2 blocks, 1 for each side, and there are different things we can do for it. If you don't have blocks, you can get a book about this size and use it as a block in addition to your regular block. For now, we're going to start on our backs. Putting my phone down on silent here. Can. Okay, so we're starting on our backs. And always when you first lie down, you'll feel the spine align in a different way when you lie on something hard from your sitting or standing. So it's always good at some point in your day, and now you're doing it with yoga, to lie on your back on a relatively firm surface, not your bed or a couch. Once you're down here, let's flex the feet. Put your left hand on your chest, your right hand on your belly, and then inhale, feeling the rise of the belly, and exhale, letting it go down. Point the toes, inhale, feeling the rise of the belly, exhale, let it go down. Flex the right foot. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, let it go down. Relax the right foot, flex the left. Inhale. And exhale, let the foot down. Alternate the feet as you just inhale in and out. So flex and point, flex and point. Let the feet drop, both hands to the side. We're not in Shavasana. You're still alert, but you're focusing inward. We're changing our focus from whatever you're doing before to now within the body. We're working in the body to affect the mind. So let's inhale to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take 2 more breaths yourself with your own count. Exhaling longer and deeper than your inhale. Slowly lift up your eyes, and one of the things, you can come on your forearms or sit all the way up. I want to show something. One of the things to be aware of is when you lie on your back, are you a person, as I am, whose feet turn out? Or when you lie on your back, do your feet naturally turn slightly in? Both are good, both are correct. It has to do with the rotation of your hip. We all can do a certain amount of things in yoga, in life, but we work with our own bone structure, our own hip structure. So when you see those people on Instagram, know that some of it is based on the structure of their body. And that's why in gymnastics, in ballet, they look at the young person, at their body structure, and select those that will go further. It's not that you can learn to do some things. Some things will not be accessible to some bodies, and other things will be so easily accessible that you wonder why everyone isn't doing them. So that's why it's very important to love and nourish your own body and work within your own body. So we'll start opening up the hips. These are the hips that you have, your hips, lying on the back. Pull that right knee into the chest and then take it over to the underarm. You can keep your left hand on the left pelvic area just so that hip doesn't rise up to press it down. And then hold underneath at the thigh and stretch out the leg. And pull it back in, bring it front, and let's just roll it around. Hip in the socket going one way and hip going the other way. The hips are the foundation of the body. And we also store a lot of emotions in the hips. So sometimes working with hips, things will come out. And you might get very teary or you might sigh more than usual. So that's natural. Let's stretch up this leg, full post arms, flex both feet, and hold it here for a moment. Bend it, step on your left thigh, and let's cross over to the left as you look to the right. Now again, you may be way up here, partly flexibility, partly the hip socket. So wherever you are, the main thing you're focusing on is not getting the knee to the ground, but getting the right shoulder to stay flat. That's the twist for the lower body. The upper body is our foundation, and remember, no rotation without a foundation. Let's bring it back and stretch out again, pulling in the left. First, straight up, then over to the left underarm. Hold underneath so you can secure it to where you brought it up. So by doing this, all we need is just an extension from the knee. Out. Can't open it all the way, halfway. And hold it here. We're getting into the fascia and the connective tissues by just holding it a little longer. Bring it in and take it straight up. Flex both feet. And then step on the right thigh, right hand outside, and roll over to the right. But your focus, your attention, so therefore your energy, where energy goes, where attention goes, is the left shoulder. Bringing out the body releases the inner stress of the body, the inner tensions. And let's come back up. Pull that leg in and rotate around one way and then the other way. And then set it down. Now, I want you to take your block and we'll do a supported bridge. So the block can be on any height, depending how your spine is feeling today. Come onto your backs. Lift up the hips. And above the butt cheeks, above the fatty part, place your block. Find it comfortable. It should not be sticking into you. If you're particularly bony and it hurts, you can always put a little cloth or a towel or a blanket over your block. Once here, see how you feel about straightening your legs. Easy does it. This is the back. So one leg, then the other leg. Going to stay here a few breaths. If you find this is too high, simply take your block down. You're still going to be elevated, stretching out the legs. If you're really into things and you've been following along and are particularly flexible, take it all the way up. Find that spot where it won't move and stretch out your legs. Maybe even take the arms up over the head. Taking mine down a bit. I feel better at it. Medium. You do you. Let's take 2 more breaths in this pose. So good for the spine. After your second breath, bring the hands down. If your legs are straight, bend them. Lift up and ever so slowly and gently, no shock to the spine, bring your back down. Pull the knees in, flattening the back. Right leg pulls in. Left pulls in. Let's do that 3 more times. In. Number 2. I'm keeping my foot above the ground. And the last one, number 3. And then have the legs come down. And we'll do the sciatic stretch here. Right leg up, bend it over, knee out to the side, reach through, and pull in. Flex the feet here. Remember, it's a static pose, so you're pushing against your hands one way, and then the hands are pushing against the leg. Breath is steady. Let's release it. Arms to the side and counter movement. Taking the knees to the right, you look to the left. And then bring them up, and we'll do the other side. Turn this way. Leg up and over. Bring the knee out to the side, pull it all in. Pressing hands against thigh and thigh against hands, flex the feet. Put the feet down. Let the knees go to the left and you look to the right. Come back up and let's come up to seated. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Shift to the right. Have your block near your side and bring the elbow down and the other elbow up, pressing one wrist, one hand against the other. Let the right hand drop and lift the left arm up and over. Coming back up, take a moment, I'm going to adjust the screen. Go. So use your same block or the block on the other side. Inhaling up, exhale down. Press over to the left and lean down onto your block. Now, if you're feeling particularly limber today, you don't want to use your block, you can lean all the way down. Just don't let this leg come up. And then come up and over. Coming back up, let's rotate over. And rotate over. This is where it's nice if you have a block on each side. Over. And over. Inhale up and stretch over your legs. I want you to stay a moment. So it's great if you have a bolster. I think most don't. I'm not sure if you do or not. That can also be gotten online. But otherwise, we use blocks. Let me show you your bolster in case you want it. There are things you could do at home with it, stretching out the body. So this is the yoga bolster. It's of a certain consistency. You can use a sofa pillow or anything. So I've got my legs crossed and I'm draping myself over this in order to stretch forward. If it's a long way down for you and you have your bolster or something similar, put your block there. And here's my bolster. And I'm a little bit higher. And the block, of course, can go at any height. It's something I'd like you to try. If not now, we won't do it as long. But maybe while you're watching TV or doing something else, the same idea for your legs out to the side to start getting into the deeper tissues, into the fascia, to lean forward, to start getting into that axis of leaning. That's AXIS, your axis on the pelvic axis. Lean forward. Remember, you can make this as high as you want and get the same effect of the straight spine, and you're going to relax into it, staying maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Oops. That wasn't the idea for you, but you understand what I'm saying. So you could put it against a wall or a sofa so that it's up and then you're staying here to limber up. Let's do a twist. Inhale the arms up and twist. Take your hand behind the knee, try and twist a little more to look back behind you over your right shoulder. Bring that arm up and let's bend forward, stretching out the left shoulder. And then come up. Inhale up. Exhale the other way. Obviously, Luna wants something. I cannot move her. Inhale up and press forward. And then come up. Move her. And just take the legs forward for a hinge, forward fold. Same idea. You could put blocks to help support you. So you can be pressing against the block, keeping your spine straight. Or simply inhale and exhale down to the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, descend. And then press yourself out. Let's put our hands back and lift up the heart, reversing that move. Bring your legs up for bridge and press up into table. And down. Let's try with the blocks under the feet. So if you've only got one block, you can put both feet on the block. If you have two, at least you can get your feet on line with your hips. Bringing them in. It'll be a different movement. Your hands are behind and you lift up, lifting a little higher and finding some space and release. Take a breath in and a breath out, and then bring yourself down. Let's try it one more time. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Put the block in between your knees. Either way you want to do it. And then we'll lift the legs up and down. Trying for bow pose. Squeeze into the block and lift your hands. If you keep your legs bent and you need to bend your legs, put the block a little bit higher and have your thighs squeezing into the block. And then sit it down. Holding it. Let's come onto our backs. So hold the block this way. Bring it up over your head. Give a squeeze. Lift up the legs. Put it between your feet. Hands down. Press the lower spine into the floor. This is why it's better to use blocks and books. You don't knock yourself out. So, and let's bring it up and down 4 or 5 times. I'm going to do 4, you all do 5, because I've done it before. So, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you all do 1 for good luck. Releasing knees to the right and knees to the left. Rolling over to the right to come up onto all fours. So in our cat-cow, we're going to press back, not all the way to child's pose, but halfway back. So inhale up, back is swayed, Exhale, press back, just enough to feel it here in the quadriceps. And then inhale up, exhale back. Inhaling, this time downward facing dog. Exhale, press back towards the heels. Let your head drop. Come onto my cross mat here. And then we're going to kick up the right leg, three-legged dog. Bend it, open up to wild dog. Look over your left shoulder, see if you see your foot. Straighten out the leg again. Bring it forward, so halfway, your foot is going to be halfway between your head and your knee and your wrist, and stretch out. Let's do that 3 more times. Lift up so you can stretch over that foot, roll over the back of the foot, take it up, three-legged dog. Bring it down, put the foot down, roll forward. Coming back, press down, press back. Press down, press back. Last one. Press down, press back, and then keep it down. Bring your forearms down. Thought I was feeling a little cold there. And lift up the left leg, bend it. Let's kick up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open to the side, take it out, and we'll thread the needle here. Left arm, maybe to the ear, maybe behind the back, maybe you hook around your thigh. Continue to open up that chest. Bring the hand back, pull the leg in, come up and down. Second side. Up to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Put the back of the foot, toenails down, and press out. 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Forearms are down. Kick up the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it out to the side or thread the needle. Left arm coming under. You're still on your right forearm right now. And here's where you make a decision how open you want to go. Here or over your head. Bring the arm up next to the face, take the leg in, and you're back on all fours. Step forward with the right. And inhale yourself up. And then exhale down. Inhale, bring your arm all around and take it the other way for some shoulder rotation. Come to warrior two, kneeling. Inhale and exhale. Reverse. And then come forward. Curl the toes under in a lunge here. Right arm lifts up. Heel comes down, left arm lifts up. Press up to warrior two. Same thing standing. Reverse the warrior and come to side angle. Come forward and come down. We're going to go into lizard. So stretch that back leg back. Now again here, if this is too much, you can take your block, or if you had a bolster, you could put your whole shin on the bolster. So you can take your block and put it like that, so that the top of above your knee is on the bolster. And then let's release that. Come back to all fours and press on back, hips to heels. Spinal roll. Inhale, press through, cobra. Press on back. And inhale. And up. Press on back. And come up, left foot comes forward, left comes forward. And inhale yourself up. Exhale down. Left arm reaches up, shoulder rotation. Take it all around one way and all around the other way. Let's come up to warrior two. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Press back against the air so you're nice and open. Reverse. And come to side angle. Come back up and down into your lunge. Hands are down. Use your blocks. Turn. We're pressing up to warrior two. Press up. And the same thing. Reversing and side angle. Come back up. We're going down into lizard. So if you're using a bolster or a pillow, in order to help you into lizard, let me show you where you would put it. And it's a tool to help you open and stretch more. So I'm going to come into lizard, but I'm putting my thigh on here. So I've got my entire thigh. And then pressing up allows the same kind of stretch. And this helps you. You're as deep as you're comfortable. And then let's lift up. Move that. And back to downward facing dog. Let's take 2 long breaths here. End of your second breath, look to your hands, tippy toes, tiger crouch. Either spring forward or step yourself forward to your hands. Take a hold of your elbows and hang over. Press forward and inhale yourself up and down. Bringing the arms up for Temple Mudra. Pointing up and over to the right. Let's turn our whole bodies, rather upper bodies, not the hips, and point. Bringing it up. Inhale up and over to the left. Turn the upper body to point. And then come back up, back bend here, and halfway swan dive. Flip the hands and bring yourself up and down. We'll take dancer's pose. I think we worked on that last time, so you can either use your strap or come on here, lift the leg and grab the ankle. You know you can grab it inside or outside. Just simply hold it here. Bring the left arm out. This can be it, or you can start to extend. We're going this way where we have opposing forces. And hold it until you're ready to let go. All right, everybody's down, so let's try the other side. Standing, finding your balance, rocking back and forth on your foot. Reach to grab. Shoot out the right hand. Stay here or start to do opposing forces. Now remember or imagine that I or someone is just pressing you right here, keeping the chest open. That's part of the balance is open chest. As soon as you start to go in, you're going to fall. And come down. What I notice for myself, and many people notice this, is if you start shifting your gaze, your drishti, you lose your balance. Taking this lesson off the mat, when we're focused on something and then we lose attention, we lose our focus, we lose the direction of whatever we wanted, whatever we were working at, wherever we were going, whatever our goal is. You want to keep your focus. Let's have a block in our hand and use it for our triangle poses. Stepping into warrior one. Straighten the leg. Open to warrior two. Straight legs. Shift. Bring your block at whatever height you feel comfortable. I do want you to use it. So even if you have really good extension, then put it all the way down because I want that pressure of opposing forces. So you're pressing against your block, pressing back. And let's take some breaths. Ready to come up, grab that block, bring it up, both feet front. Reach forward, down to your block. Put it further so you can roll further. So where I first had it when I came down was about here. But in order to get the full extension, the full hamstring stretch, pull it out, bring your body forward, and then press back. Let's walk it in and come up. Left foot comes forward. So you're that way, turn the left. Forward, arms out, reach, and descend. Remember, I said if you feel you come forward, you have that tendency, which we all do, letting the earth reclaim us or try to take your block outside your foot and then open up and see if it doesn't help you stay back. And then bringing yourself up, bring the feet in, toe, heel, toe, heel. If your knees can take it, let's come down into a squat. Here's down into your squat. Some people might like to sit on a block so there's not as much force on the knee. Taking a moment here before releasing that. Let's take the right leg out and the left leg out. Taking them both up. Before bringing them in so you're ready for your Shavasana. And this is where you finally are able to release, assimilate all that your body's done. You're on your backs. This is what yoga is supposed to be about. Allowing the mind to rest, allow the body and the mind to work together. So let's lie on our backs and inhale and exhale. No words are necessary, no values. Don't even think this feels good or what I'm going to do next or I have to go shopping. Just be aware of lying on your back. Be aware the back of your head on the mat, your hips, your thighs, your calves, your arms, your hands, your belly rising and falling. The breath, the air going in and out of your nose as you inhale and exhale. With each exhale, feel yourself melting deeper into your mat. And then stay here or we'll finish together by wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, pulling the knees out. Turn yourself to the right side And then when you're ready, head up last. Come back to any comfortable seated position. So your legs can be straight, they can be bent, whatever feels good for you. You can be sitting on the edge of your block. Sitting on the edge of a block allows the knees to fall further down, helping you open up, so that can be your choice. Let me show you where I am. So I'm sitting on the edge of my block and my knees fall forward. Bring your hands in. Thank yourself, thank your body. And then from the divine in me to the divine in you, thank you for sharing your time, your energy, your space, your screen with me. Namaste. Thank you all. Thanks so much.